of the floods are still painful. And the ones who survived this fight still cannot hold back their tears. The floods left a trail of devastation. Standing crops, livestock, houses and bridges were flushed away. Irrigation channels and water canals were all filled with rubble. 8 months later, life slowly returns to normal. The United Nations Development Programme went to work in 29 worst-hit areas to help people rebuild their lives. Community infrastructure and livelihoods were restored under the Cash for Work program. As the local community came forward to help in the recovery process, removing debris, planting seeds, rebuilding basic facilities, they were compensated with cash and began to earn a living again.
UNDP's Cash for Work program enabled me to earn decent money in my village. I had been looking for work in the city for a while, but the remuneration was very low. People in our village are employed now. This is our own work and we get paid for doing it. We are highly obliged to UNDP for this scheme.
Reinvigorated and reassured with the money they have earned from the Cash for Work scheme, many have returned to their homes and life seems normal again. The river of Swat, known for its serene beauty, turned into a torrent, ripping away chunks of the bank, causing erosions that were 50 feet deep, sweeping away lush green fields and rich fruit orchards. Despite these challenges, the resilience of the community is inspiring. The communities are very hopeful. Using local stones, they are making a retention wall along the river strong enough to withstand future disasters. This 2,000 feet long and 8 to 10 feet high wall will help save the agriculture base of the area, orchards and graveyards from rising waters in the future.
We have 24 districts in KPK, but we are focusing on the most and severely affected areas, districts, and the choice of villages is being done in collaboration with the communities and district officers.
Meanwhile, in the fertile region of southern Punjab, communities, especially women, have been proactively playing their role. They are happy to be financially compensated for their efforts.
I bought a uniform for my school-going daughter with the money earned under the Cash for Work. I got work in making an irrigation channel. I paid the school fees of my son. I am poor and otherwise could not pay the fee. My husband has TB and I am the only breadwinner in family.
These women celebrate the return of good times. It is a rebirth of sorts. 137 women from this Union Council received goats from UNDP as livestock is being replenished so that the affectees can earn a living again.
We were given tools to clean our village. We were then provided a goat farm on our demand. We bought goats with the money we received as compensation and are now able to earn from them. The goats will deliver offsprings and we are prosperous.
55-year-old Mukhtiar Hussain has 8 children and lives in village Bahar Shah of district Layya. The stench of stagnant water was overwhelming. His mud-encrusted tube well was destroyed and the small piece of leased land was useless without water. UNDP formed a community organization in his village to prioritize their rebuilding needs. He used the platform to emphasize the critical need of repairing the tube well, and it not only restored the livelihood of Mukhtar Hussain but also of the other 11 families in the village.
My tube well was completely destroyed. After its repair, I have sowed wheat on my land. I can now earn for my children. I have already started growing fodder for my livestock. Animals are happy to have their food, and so am I.
Mukhtar's world seems brighter from behind the smiles and laughter of his children. As they play in the courtyard of their house, they are not sick anymore and eat healthy food. Mukhtar's wife Kosa stands by him and both work together to create a happy home again. A small enterprise training was conducted by UNDP to help the poorest of the poor in Kot Addu. 55 individuals, including men and women, participated. With the cash grants of 13,000 to 15,000 rupees, they bought bare essentials to start small businesses. 22-year-old Samina Bibi lives in village Muzammilwala of Tehsil Kot Addu. She set up a small general store in her own village.
The training conducted by UNDP was very informative and beneficial. Our children happily play now, and I am now able to earn their bread and butter. It has made a real difference in my life. This is all because of the support extended by UNDP.
The story of Javed Iqbal is not very different. He came back to his village with a wife and 2 kids. Javed is disabled. He cannot speak and hear. Reading lips and body language of the facilitator, he intelligently understood and benefited from the training. He became a role model for the other participants and was instrumental in encouraging active participation. He has been a tailor for the last 10 to 12 years. Disability has never been a hindrance for him, but the floods became a source of great anguish.
My husband worked on the soling of link roads, earning 300 rupees per day there. Our latrines and link roads were also built with UNDP's support. Subsequently, he was called to this training. He got a new stitching machine. We were given seeds for kitchen gardening. My husband is disabled, but God has been very kind to send you here.
55-year-old Hajra Bibi and her son Arif have been running a small shop of bangles and henna in the main bazaar of Kot Addu city. Their shop was completely destroyed. 24-year-old Arif went to participate in the training. He learnt how to deal with the clients and the best practices in small enterprises and how to save money. He shares his learning with his mother.
We are successfully running our business now, and we are happy to see the hustle and bustle of the customers at our shop again.
UNDP has also extended our support to the community in these regards, and particularly cash for works and the support for women's and men's to regain, their livelihoods supporting system. I hope that we will make a difference for the people to restore their hope and the future for the future generations.
These are the first 2 steps in a journey of 1,000 miles. Pakistanis look forward to building back better. With generous support from international donors, UNDP plays a role in helping the country along its destiny.
I cannot explain my happiness in words. This rehabilitation work was beyond our capacity and strength. But after UNDP joins hand with us, it speeded up like a miracle. 80% of the population in our village is dependent on the agriculture. Rubble clearance from the irrigation channels and water canals under the cash for work will once again provide water to our crops, and agriculture will flourish again. My happiness knows no bound. Long live UNDP.
UNDP zindabad.